Here is how I made this boho-style Christmas tree wall hanging. First, I cut a 1/2 inch dowel down to 2.5 feet in length. I drilled holes 1 inch in from each side, big enough for my rope to go through. Then I sanded the ends as well as the places where I just drilled and stained the dowel Briar Smoke by Varathane. Now it was time to cut my yarn. I used a 4-foot long piece of scrap wood and wrapped the yarn around and around and around until I finished the entire skein. I used 3 skeins total. I cut each loop of the rope off just on one end to create pieces that were really 8 feet long, folded in half for 2 4-foot pieces. I looped each piece of yarn over my dowel and pulled the end through. Make sure that you do each string from the same direction for a consistent looking knot. That's how I made the base of this wall hanging. Next, I used painter's tape to create a Christmas tree shape on my wall hanging and pressed it firmly in place. I used RIT fabric dye mixed with warm water and a foam paintbrush to color my wall hanging. Note that this will dry a lot lighter than it looks when it's wet, so you might need to add several coats. I did 2. Remove the painter's tape and trim the bottom as needed with a pair of scissors. I added wooden beads and tied a small knot in the rope underneath each one for an extra ornament effect. I love how this wall hanging turned out and think it will add the perfect boho touch to our Christmas decor.